Alright, I'll try out this GoPro here. It's kind of weird though, because everything that's not head on becomes like super fisheye, weird and round and stuff. It's kind of bizarre. But yeah, we'll see if it's worth using to replace the cell phone for stationary sort of things. So anyway, here we go. I got this here combo CD mini disc recorder, and I got it because I got the special edition of Ladytron's new album Time's Arrow, which is pretty good. I recommend it if you like electro clash sort of stuff, and all their other ones too. They're all pretty good. Anyway, so I used this. You know, we turned it on, and I loaded a mini disc in there so I could record from the CD to the disc. See, it's Ladytron Disc 3. It has Gravity, the Seducer, and Ladytron on there first, and then their newest album is, well, I haven't edited the group yet, because as soon as I press eject, oh no, the belt's gone. Damn it. So I'm gonna have to coax the disc out, and I do have a spare belt for one of the other models, so hopefully it fits. One thing that's funny is that well, it's not exactly unique to this particular album, or rather the CD version, which is over behind me and I don't really feel like getting up. But it's got CD text, but there's an error. The song is called City of Angels, but yeah, it's titled City of Angles on the CD text. Like I said, it's not unique to this album. It's not the first or the last time I've seen that happen, but I just thought that was funny. So, City of Angles. So I could edit it on here, but it's a total pain, and I wanted to do the group ordering and whatnot as well, and that's a lot easier to do on a PC. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that as soon as I get the disc out. So I have to extricate this from the pile and put it on a work surface. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so it's off the pile as well as it's going to get. I don't really feel like trying to fish the power cord out. Four on the side, two on the back. Viola. And there's my disc. It does look like it's the same mech as most of the other ones that get stuck like that. Anyway, first order of business is to help it get the disc out. There we go. Ta-da, disc. All right, and then power off. And lucky me, I ordered a set of 4 of these, but I only ended up using 3, so I got a spare. Hooray. So, 2 screws. The CD unit has a belt as well, but I don't have a replacement. This looks like it's got a bunch of let's see if I'm moving this thing. It's got a bunch of electrolytic surface mounts in there too. Meh. So the main control board's alright. It's got your inputs and your power control and that sort of thing. That's annoying. Friggin' E-caps. Alright, looks like we got a couple of 220s, a couple of 100s, and what is that, a 22? Probably that little one. Meh. Well, what are you gonna do? Guess I'll have to replace them at some point, I guess. Probably, maybe. Anyway, let's continue with the work of the day. Now, if you ignore the CD section, this particular process with the Minidisc unit over here is about the same on the bulk of these drives of this era. So this is a, what is this thing? MXD-D400, so the D40 should be the same, and most of the other Minidisc standalone units, like the, I don't know, if I remember I'll put it on the screen, but obviously I already did 3 other ones that were like this, so not a big deal. Alright, cool. Easy peasy. You don't really have to take the interface cables off here if you don't really want to. We'll take the screws out though. Just to avoid them falling out while we're flopping around with this thing. There are a couple of E-caps on the other side of this board. I'm not interested in taking them off, the board off at the moment, but they're there. You know, these are pretty good mechs relative to a lot of the competitors like Kenwood or JVC, in that I don't know, it's probably pretty hard to see, but the optical block down there is suspended with actual metal springs, the copper springs there, whereas a lot of the cheaper models, especially even Sony went cheap with the high MD units, but they started using plastic suspension, and that crap sags, and eventually it's not going to read anymore, which sucks. Friggin' cheapos. Anyway, I forgot I'm going to need a poker. So I'm going to grab a poker. Alright, I got some pokers. They're solder helper set, but they got some pointy ends on there. I'll probably grab this one actually. Just helps get the belt out of there. And also to undo this spring, which is really what we want it for. Come on now. Don't mess with me. So we'll try this one. There we go. And that should just stay on there like that. And undo this tab at the back. And then this should just flip forward. There we go. And there's the offending belt. Right, new belt. Yeah, there's no sticky on here that needs to be undone, so that's good. Unfortunately, it's a round belt, not a square belt like the original, but it's fine. So I set this back down on here and slide it to the right. Should be okay. Stamp that a little. That should be fine. All right. All right, let's try the Minidisc deck. That's all there is to it. Right, now we're gonna edit this Minidisc on this Vaio NV series, whose display is totally held together by being filled with epoxy, because these things are notoriously fragile. So of course we have the MD Bay unit. And this thing is totally maxerized. It says it's got a 512 meg max. Guess what? It's got a gig. It says it's got a Pentium at 1.6 gig. Guess what? It's got, hold on, what did I put in this thing? Yeah, P4, Penny 4, 2.3. That's right. Totally maxed. 40 gig hard drive, 60. I should probably upgrade that, because that's not enough for my music library. Anyway, NetMD Simple Burner. Ta-da. Alright, so we got groups for those two. City of Angles. I'll go ahead and change that. Crazy Japanese keyboard. Alright. I'm gonna set the camera down. Hold on. Put it at the bottom. Yep, there we go. Yeah. Japanese keyboard, but it's got an American. It thinks it's American, Windows does, so you can just ignore all of the Japanese on there. Come on. Ta-da! And there's only 15 minutes left of LP2 recording. So unless they put out an EP of some sort, this is probably the last disc that's going to be on here. So, we'll eject. And we're done. Fun with mini discs.